Yo, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Foocast. My name is Finn, and I am joined by Robert.
Howdy.
Robert, how's it going, man? You good?
I'm always good.
Right, it'd just be great if we could have Stuart and Dylan to actually watch the show,
I know, that'd be
because
amazing.
their plebs don't even
That'd
have
be,
Disney
that'd be
Plus.
fun.
It'd be great.
Sucks for them, man.
Yeah, screw those guys. Anyway, basically, this episode we're going to be going over our own predictions and theories for the final WandaVision episode. Now, if you guys are wondering why we haven't done any other just episodes of each individual episode, is because I started a bit late doing this. Yeah, timing, and we've all been pretty busy. But after the final episode comes out, we're going to do a big cast about just the whole of WandaVision. And me and Robert, each week, we're going to do a cast on Falcon and Winter Soldier as each episode comes out, I'm pretty excited about that, to be honest.
We'll try to, at least.
We'll try to. Hopefully we won't miss a few. And, so, Robert, what is your thoughts on WandaVision so far?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm really loving it.
It is amazing.
I knew I was going to like it going into it, but I'm really, really enjoying it.
I remember back when they announced all of the just Marvel shows, and I saw WandaVision, I was like, I really do not like that name. I was just hoping it could be just the word Scarlet Witch as the title. And I just had the thing in my mind, I was just expecting it just to be Scarlet Witch, this random like sorceress lady, they have a fight, and that's basically just follows the same Marvel format. But what they've done, because after Endgame, everyone was just thinking, oh, it's just going to be just the same Marvel movies, but they've given us something completely different.
And all that.
Exactly, and because we
took a risk.
We needed some change in the superhero formula, to be honest, because it was just good guy, bad guy, they have a fight, and then they die, and they just set up the next movie, right?
Which is fun, but you really like to see something new every now and then.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't always work, it's always nice to try out new things.
Like, the MCU...
Like, they took a huge risk on this, because this could easily just fallen apart, but
and
they've done really well with it.
Yeah, and for a majority of people, they're just like, oh, WandaVision doesn't have enough fight scenes and all that. Well, it's not supposed to, it's a sitcom. And if you told me back when they announced
sitcom
this...
drama, kind of.
Yeah, if you told me back when they announced this, that, oh, Scarlet Witch is going to be a sitcom, I'd be like, what? And it's just...
Yeah, I'd be like, that's fucking stupid.
It's just from It's just from the first episode, I think just everyone automatically shut off, because everyone was just expecting just fight scene after fight scene, and just... It's different, and that's what I love about it.
No one really knew what to expect going into it, I don't think.
It is literally...
I really enjoy it.
I'll say this.
It's probably one of my favourite Marvel properties at the minute.
To be honest, like, my favourite Marvel property of all time has to be the Daredevil series on Netflix, right? And because WandaVision is so good, it's probably just a close second behind. And if the finale keeps up with the same consistent, amazing episodes that we've got, right? If the finale is amazing, I probably might be my favourite MCU property. And that is saying something, because I remember being so excited for Civil War, Infinity War, and if you were to tell me, like, oh, Scarlet Witch is going to be your favourite MCU property, I'd probably laugh in your face. Not saying I don't hate Scarlet Witch, I'm just saying, like
she didn't really have a presence before this, I don't think. Like, she was there, but she never really had much to do after Age of Ultron, I don't.
Like, yeah,
it's like kind of, they reinvented her in this, I like. Gave her more to do, gave her more character.
It's because she was just sort of there.
Made her a fan favourite, pretty much.
Yeah, like, she was just, it's like everyone was just, oh, we like Scarlet Witch, but she didn't really do much. And you see you see in Infinity War, you see in Infinity War and some parts of Civil War is that, oh, you know that she's in a relationship with Vision, but you didn't really see it evolve. You just saw a few scenes with them in it, and I love the fact that... We
saw the start, and then we saw the end.
Yeah, you didn't really have enough moments to flesh out their relationship. You buy that they were in love with each other, but you didn't have enough reason to care about them. If that makes sense.
Care about any of them. Yeah. Like, I remember when I originally thought the show WandaVision was going to be about them in between Civil War and Infinity War. Like, that's literally all I thought the show would be about. But then when I found out it was like, oh, after Endgame, I was like, Vision is dead. I don't
Yeah,
know how it's gonna work.
when they announced Vision was
But
coming back, I was just like, can we just
no,
leave him dead?
just let man die.
But they have a reason for it in this show,
Yeah,
because after Endgame, Scarlet Witch, she's lost her parents, she's lost Quicksilver,
everything.
she's lost she's lost like Tony Stark and Black Widow, but
Everything.
majority she got was Vision as well. And I love the
Yeah.
fact that last episode, episode 8, I think, it was literally just a whole episode just exploring Scarlet Witch's mentality after Endgame.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. We also got to see more of like Vision and Wanda's relationship starting, which I really liked. I thought it
Yeah,
was cute.
you needed those scenes. Those scenes were so important because without just seeing scenes of before Infinity War and Endgame of Scarlet Witch just being in a relationship and you actually show her being in love with Vision.
Show why they fell in love,
Yeah,
really.
because
Because, like, obviously, from a meta standpoint, the reason they're together is because of the comic. But in universe, we never really know why they got together. It's just they were. They were just kind of there.
yeah,
But that scene when they're in the bedroom in WandaVision really shows like why they got together and how they could be together.
yeah. I just love the fact that for the MCU, because normally you've just got just little moments of just characters falling in love. And this, it
Yeah.
was just a whole episode, and now, just off the top of my head, there's so many moments you can just think of just Scarlet Witch and Vision just having these moments, and you can,
It really made me sad as well.
yeah, and it's
Because
just,
it made me reflect on what's happened in the MCU with those two characters. I'm just like, now I'm fucking depressed.
yeah,
Don't
and
fucking Kevin Feige making me sad.
Kevin Feige's a god. Right, I'm gonna say this, right? Hopefully it's not controversial, okay? But
That probably is.
I love the MCU, right? But
Yeah.
you know when you have these moments, it's like I love Endgame, but you know when Tony Stark sits down and he's looking at all the pictures of all the people who died in the snap, and then
Oh,
Rocket's
yeah.
there and he's upset, and then Tony Stark goes, "Oh, for a second I thought you were Build-A-Bear." Like it's just these little jokes now and then that they don't
I think,
completely
yeah.
ruin the moment, but you don't need it. It's like, well, you don't need a
Yeah,
joke
I get what
there.
you mean. They don't need the jokes there. Sometimes you just need sad moments to be sad moments.
Yeah, and
Without like fucking Hulk falling from the sky, landing on the fucking Rainbow Bridge, and all that from Thor Ragnarok.
yeah,
You don't really need those jokes there,
and
even though they can be funny.
I loved how in WandaVision you just had like a majority of it, it's proper serious sad stuff, and there's not really any time where Vision or someone will come in and just say some dumb shit.
Goofy shit, yeah.
It treats it like it treats not only with the characters with respect, but with the audience with the respect as well.
Yeah. So it's a story about grief as well.
It's
Like Wanda's grief over her brother, her parents, and Vision. Like, it's kind of really depressing if you think about it from their perspective as well.
it really
I'm
is.
wondering, like, yeah. Poor
And
Wonder Man.
and
He's a bug.
I like how, like, especially in episode 7, right? There's so many just
Yeah.
little nuances in Elizabeth Olsen's performance where you can
Yeah.
see her starting to just lose it. Like, she is like a snap away of, she's literally a snap from just absolutely losing it. You can buy that she's really, like, just absolutely damaged on the inside.
Yeah,
You don't
she's
agree.
hiding her pain.
You don't
with
agree
the
with the
humour.
stuff she's doing, but at the same time you sort of understand
You
why
get
she's
it.
doing it
Like
because
Thanos.
she just wants to just spend time with her dead boyfriend, basically.
Yeah, his corpse.
It's
Which
I love
I'm
this
glad it wasn't his
series.
corpse now.
Yeah, there's
That'd be strange if it was.
so many theories, right? Let's get into some theories, right? I was just sitting there presuming that Scarlet Witch stole Vision's body, brought it back, and just resurrected him, right? That would
Yeah.
I pretty much thought that's what everyone thought. And then all of a sudden, director Hayward is just like, "Oh, she didn't actually steal the
Did.
body. We've still got Vision's body." So that just flips everything upside down.
Yeah. What do you think Hayward's fucking plan is? Like, what did he actually want?
To be honest,
He wanted,
I don't know.
It seems like he wanted a fucking another Vision as a weapon. But what's his like plan with Wanda?
I
I feel like he wants her for something, but I don't know what.
for majority of the episodes, because you found out that he's tracking Vision, you just
Yeah.
you just think that he wants just the Vision's body back,
He wants his body, yeah.
and he doesn't really care about all the people in the town. But now that he's had Vision's body this whole time,
Like, what are
why?
you watching him for?
Yeah, you can sort of understand that
Did
he's
he-
trying to.
Yeah.
You can
Did
understand
he
that.
want the consciousness or something? But I don't know what you want with that.
You can sort of understand that he
Unless,
wants the just trying to rescue the people of Westview, but it's
Yeah,
like I feel
but-
like there's something else to that. Like that's not directly why he's doing it.
Yeah. I feel like... I'm wondering if it is, like, his plan is a result of the snap and all that. Like, I wonder if he, at some point during those 5 years, he just, like, he just snapped, basically.
Yeah.
Made him go on this. Because I did see a theory that says that he could be the one that creates the Sentinels that take on the mutants. But I don't know if like the Sentinels would even be introduced in WandaVision when we don't actually have the mutants yet.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't think
know
they
how-
would be
Yeah.
Sentinels just yet. I do think that Hayward could be a Skrull, maybe.
That would be interesting.
Because I could see them
That
using
could
that
be
to set up
into
Secret Invasion.
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like, I don't know why he's tracking Vision. Does he want another Vision? Does he want...
Unless it. I don't know. I can't think of what it would be that he would need from a fake Vision, unless Wanda generally just created vibranium, and he's like, oh, I can use that and put it onto this other Vision.
Yeah, I genuinely, at the top of my head, I don't know what Hayward wants. I don't think it's him wanting to rescue Tampi, but there has to be something else underneath that we don't know about.
Yeah.
Because he's keeping so many things secretive, like when Darcy
He's
and
must
Wu
dude,
and
obviously.
yeah,
Big
like
brain.
Darcy, Wu and Monica, they were they were hacking into his system, and they were like, oh, he's actually tracking Vision, and he's tracking everyone else in the town. He didn't give us this information. But if he wanted to save the town people, he
Yeah.
would give them that information. There's something else.
He's a shady guy.
He is
At
a
the same
shady
time,
guy.
though, I'm kind of annoyed if it's just he is the bad guy, just because the MCU's kind of done that a lot with, oh, the person in charge of secret government security is a bad guy.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh,
I just know him
Okay.
as Director Dick, because he is a bit of he's just right
Director
dickhead
Dick.
Hayward. I hate him so much. It's just I want to punch Hayward's face. I hate his face. No offense to the actor, but I hate him. It's like when Scarlet Witch is just like, no, just what are you doing to him? And he's just like, oh, he's not yours. I'm not let you pet. Just threw $1 billion worth of vibranium in the ground. It's like she's sad, man. Just let her grieve.
no man, you can't. You have to be a dick.
I hate him so much.
Going completely off topic of Hayward, but
Mhm.
we saw that Wanda seems to have had like her powers from like a young age, and it's just this Infinity Stone that like brought it out a bit more. But where do you think Quicksilver's powers came from? Do you think he was born with it, or do you think maybe the Infinity Stone did actually give him powers?
I think it was the Mind Stone that gave him the powers, but I don't think
Yeah.
they showed it.
Yeah, I feel like maybe Wanda saved him from dying by the Infinity Stone, since that was the thing that explained how like no one's survived the experiment, but all of a sudden Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver do. Like obviously Scarlet Witch because she already has the powers, but it's just brought it out a bit more. So I'm wondering if like maybe unknowingly Wanda saved Pietro, and gave him powers. Not like on purpose or anything.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
a product of him surviving it.
I mean, I can see that happening. I do think it was
Yeah.
the
How
Mind
come?
Stone that gave it him, but I just don't think they showed it because I didn't think that scene was needed
Yeah.
there. Like, if he just cut to just Quicksilver just getting his powers, it would sort of take away from the moment, if that made sense.
True. Also, they didn't have the actor.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why they... Okay. While we're on the topic of Quicksilver, I'm really worried that the Evan Peters version, who's amazing, by the way, in the show, I'm really worried that it's not going to be the Fox version.
Yeah, I just don't know if Kevin Feige would pull that trick twice, especially with an actor that people know is Quicksilver from an alternate universe.
Yeah, because
Like, I don't know if he would do that.
since...
Like, I can buy him not being the Fox version Quicksilver, maybe, but I can't buy him just not being a version of Quicksilver.
Yeah,
That's like my main thing.
since they're doing multiverse stuff and they're bringing back Deadpool's going to be in the MCU, they're going to bring back Tobey
Yeah.
Maguire, Andrew Garfield. It'd be weird if it was just, oh, here's Evan Peters Quicksilver.
Just Steve on
Yeah,
the street.
yeah, it's just some random guy because it's not 100% clear what's going on with that because Kevin Feige and
Yeah.
Matt Shackman, who's the director of WandaVision, he's basically just saying that, oh, we introduced him just to confuse Wanda and just put more stress on her life, basically.
Yeah.
And since they're doing
But the thing
multiverse
is,
stuff,
if they wanted to do that, then they could have just got another actor with white hair to do it.
yeah.
But like they didn't. They got Evan Peters. Why did you get Evan Peters? Because fucking multiverse. That's why.
Right, think about this, right? If it was just going to be a fake Pietro, wouldn't it be better
Yeah.
if it was the Aaron Taylor Johnson version where he just showed up on the doorstep and then all of a sudden it was actually just like an illusion this whole time? That would be much
Yeah,
better
that
if
would've
that's
been
the
better.
case.
Yeah. But they got Evan Peters on purpose. I don't think it's just a fucking thing. I don't think it's just a meta joke. Like there's no way it's just a meta joke or anything like that.
There's no
Like, I think there
way.
is something to him, especially since they kind of bring it up in the last episode. Like, oh, who is he? I don't know.
Yeah,
I couldn't bring back your dead brother, so I got this guy.
there's no way that they're gonna just introduce Evan Peters Quicksilver because people, they know, right? Marvel, Kevin Feige knows
Yeah,
that
smart
people
man.
favor
Not doing
yeah, Kevin Feige knows that people favor the Fox version of Quicksilver than
Yeah.
the MCU version of Quicksilver. There's no way he's just gonna go, oh, it's not actually him, it's just some random guy. We're just introducing Evan Peters for no reason. There's no way they're gonna
He's
do
there to
that.
confuse Wanda and the audience.
Yeah, and in the episode 7 end credit scene, right, he was literally there for like 2 seconds, right? There's no way they're not gonna
Yeah.
fully explain that. It's multiverse for a reason.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing as well, 'cause we know Wanda's in Doctor Strange 2. So, like, it could be a thing that Evan Peters Quicksilver goes with her in that movie.
Yeah, that would make
That's
sense.
what I'm thinking if they want to do that.
I really hope to God that this is true, that they've Agatha or maybe someone else. It's not Mephisto, by the way.
I don't think
He's
so.
not in this show. It would be much better if they just she was like, oh, we can't actually bring back your dead brothers. Let's go into the multiverse and then find a different Quicksilver and then mind control
Yeah.
him into having the same sort of memories as
Yeah, 'cause
the other Quicksilver.
We still don't know how they got here. Like, because Agatha said, oh, I didn't bring him here. She just took advantage of him being there.
Yeah.
So, I could say that Wanda was, because obviously Vision had just found out, he was like questioning her, like, oh, what's happening? Where is this place? Well, I can't remember anything from before. And you could see that Wanda was stressed about that, about Vision finding out about it all being fake and all that. My theory is that, like, she tapped into the multiverse, pulled out Evan Peters Quicksilver without knowing, and then he turned up, and then Agatha was like, boopity boopity, and then took control of him.
Yeah. It would be weird if it wasn't. I think everyone's just waiting for the moment for Vision to just walk up to Quicksilver and do that zip thing on his head. And just go,
Yeah.
whoa, where am I? Is this the X-Mansion?
Where's Professor X? Which version?
To be honest...
I'm gonna shit myself if I see Magneto. Or like any other X-Men.
Right, okay. On the topic of this Magneto or secret character, my personal opinion is that because a few weeks ago, Paul Bettany was saying that, oh, this secret cameo on set, we have fireworks, we have so much chemistry on screen, and it hasn't been leaked yet. I think
White Vision, obviously.
I think he's tricking us and talking about White Vision, to be completely
Yeah.
honest.
He's funny if he is.
I think because the way they've set it up, it would be weird if all of a sudden just Magneto or just Professor X or someone just showed up. Like, I think that would ruin it, to be honest with
Magneto
you.
and Professor X were just their neighbours.
Yeah,
like,
they
the whole time.
they just walk out and there's just all this big battle going down. I was like, what's going on, Charles? I don't know, Herc. Get back in the house. And then like,
Must be an end credit.
and then Juggernaut's just like, he's like mowing the
I'm a
lawn.
Juggernaut, bit.
Then the Colossus is just
When
in the
Tobey
shower.
Maguire walks down the street.
Yeah, no, not even like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, just Tobey Maguire. He's just walking down the
He's
street,
just doing his shopping.
doing his shopping with his like face mask on. But it has to be White Vision. They're not teasing anyone else,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. And also, the director said a few days, I think it was yesterday, he said that, oh, Paul Bettany has dug himself this hole.
Yeah, if he is just trolling us all, and it is just White Vision, I'm gonna laugh. Like, I won't even be annoyed. I'll just laugh.
Like, me weeks ago, it's like, oh, it has to be Michael Fassbender Magneto. I don't want it to be now, because that would ruin the story, but if it is just
Yeah,
White Vision that he's teasing, that would make more sense for the story.
yeah. Unless it's just another character that we don't know about.
Yeah.
Like, I could see. I don't know. Shit.
What have you done?
I dropped my comb. It fell on the floor. It was loud.
Okay.
It upset me.
Anyway, what were you saying?
I don't know. I can't remember now.
Oh, nice.
It was something about, I don't know, Magneto or something.
Yeah, it's not going to be any Magneto or Tobey Maguire Spider-Man as well. What about Doctor Strange, do you think?
I think he has a big chance of turning up, especially since obviously this is going to lead into Doctor Strange 2, and it's possibly multiversal. Well, the only problem there is that, like, why did Doctor Strange turned up a bit earlier? Like, this is like his thing that he should be dealing with, unless he's already there and he's just like got turned into a rabbit.
I mean, do you think that's him this whole time? He's been the rabbit.
He ate
Like,
a bird.
no, Scarlet Witch does that spell on the rabbit. It just turns into Doctor Strange. He's like, oh, thank you. He's like, what the hell? She turned me into a rabbit.
I've been there for weeks.
How are you, Doctor Strange, now? Oh, I got better. I mean, I can see that happening. Like, if Doctor Strange's whole point of just, like, he's there to just watch Earth, and if he just senses, like, a bunch of just magic going down, just down the road, he's going to be like, hang on a minute, I need to get there. I'm going to take the bus to get there.
But also, since when they first found out that, oh, it's Wanda and Vision in Rescue, wouldn't you think that, like, someone like Monica, Jimmy, or Darcy would have contacted another Avenger or anything? Like,
it would make sense.
Are still a thing, aren't they?
The what still a thing, sorry?
The Avengers, they still are an Avengers, right?
Yeah, the Avengers are still a thing.
Expanded.
They should be.
Like, yeah. Because some of them went into space, some are fucking dead, some are retired, but like, you feel like they'd call up at least like one of the Avengers, like Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man. Who else could they call? Just any of the Avengers.
I can't really see any other Avengers showing up than Doctor Strange, and also, Elizabeth Olsen did say, I think, because Evan Peters' Quicksilver did get leaked, like, before he fully came out, and Elizabeth Olsen said this after all the leaks came out, said there is a big Luke Skywalker level cameo.
Well, did she say the Luke Skywalker thing, or was that what, the media said?
Oh no, this is what she said. She said there's going to be a cameo as big as Luke Skywalker being in The Mandalorian. Do you think she could be referring to Evan Peters' Quicksilver?
No, it depends on whether she knew it got leaked or not.
Yeah. I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
No.
I can't see Hawkeye or anyone else showing up because they're like, oh, because Hawkeye was close, but I think he's off doing his own thing. How I would like all this to turn out is that Vision does the zip on Quicksilver's head, and he's like, well, and it is the Fox version. It would be really cool if Agatha, Vision, White Vision, and just Scarlet Witch, maybe Monica Rambeau, they're all having a massive fight, and that's where maybe all the CGI, which Matt Shackman was like, oh, the finale has as much CGI as Endgame, right? And as all that big battle's going down, there's going to be a Fox Quicksilver scene where, as he's running around slow motion, like saving all the all the people in the town, there's like some sort of music going alongside it, and then maybe Speed or Wiccan could help with that. That's how I would love that to happen.
That would be amazing.
That would be... People would freak out if that happened.
That would be very good to see. Speaking of Wiccan as well, but I really did enjoy seeing them with the Halloween costumes, like, as their comic counterparts as well.
I love how they...
really fun.
I love how they embrace the fact that the costumes back then, particularly Scarlet Witch and Visions, are just like... They look like tacky, just Halloween costumes anyway.
Yeah. They're meant to look like really shit, but you're meant to be like really amazing to see them because of like, it's how they look in the comics. I love it.
What do you think is going to happen with Wiccan and Speed? Do you think they're going to die?
I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like it'd be a massive kick in the balls if you do that.
I don't think Disney have the balls to kill kids, especially.
Yeah. Even if they're fake.
Especially since they're building up a young or new Avengers team. Since Ironheart's been announced, we're getting Kate Bishop. There's who else is there?
I think somehow they will survive, but I don't know what will happen with them.
I think... Do you remember when they aged themselves in episode 5?
Yeah.
Do you think they could age
Maybe
themselves...
into, like, teenagers.
Yeah, or maybe
could.
just young adults, and then they could just use that as just...
Yeah.
Because I can't
They
see them
could.
getting rid of them.
I can really see them doing that. Aging them up to at least, like, 16. You get the young Avengers, and then... I could really see that.
I think that's what they're building towards, and... Oh, what else was I going to say? Here's something at this moment in time, I don't have a clue what they're going to do with. I'm not sure if you know this, but WandaVision is set 6 months before Spider-Man Far From Home. Did you know that?
Yeah, I know that, yeah.
But Matt Shackman said that WandaVision, he's spoken a lot with Sam Raimi and John Watts, that the handoff for WandaVision to then go into Spider-Man 3, he said the handoff is going to be effortless. But I don't know how they're going to do that, like, how they're going to connect that.
Unless J. Jonah Jameson is actually from an alternate Earth or something. But
I can't see them doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know how the handoff is just going to be just straight into Spider-Man 3, even though this is 6 months before even Spider-Man 2 has taken place.
I guess that will depend when Spider-Man No Way Home actually takes place. Like, is that going to take place immediately after Far From Home?
Yeah, there's been set photos where it's pretty much going to take place straight away. Like, you know, as soon as he goes, "What the?" and he sees his identity being revealed, it's going to take place immediately after that.
He just said, "That's not me, guys. Just so you know, that's not me. I don't know who that is. Never seen him before."
And then it just cuts to the media going, "Oh, well, Spider-Man's, it looks like, I believe him."
He
And then
debunked it.
yeah, and then it just cuts to Tobey
Okay,
Maguire.
that's normal.
But,
I don't know.
Yeah, go on.
I'm excited for the new Spider-Man film, then.
Oh, wait, it's going to be amazing. Like, I'm also worried for it at the same time.
Yeah, from what I've heard, it sounds two-pack.
I don't want it
at the same time.
I don't want
wanna
it to
see
be
it.
way too packed. What else is there to talk about WandaVision? Have we covered majority of the things? What do you think they're going to do with Agatha?
I don't know. I'm still I like the theory that she's going to become like the new Loki and turn up every once in a while.
I wouldn't
As
mind
like
that.
a villain or anti-hero.
I don't want them to just get rid of her instantly.
Yeah, I feel like her and Loki would actually get along as well.
Yeah, and
They'd have so much fun just causing chaos.
Right, I love a lot of the MCU villains recently, because you know how back in Phase 1 and Phase 2 it was just villain for one movie, then dies, villain for one movie, then dies. Recently,
Yeah, I hated that trope of just the villain died after the movie.
Because they carried Thanos over a bit.
Yeah.
Killmonger, he died instantly, but like he was a great villain. I can see them doing Agatha popping up every now and then, because if you just have her for one thing and then she just dies, right? I can see it being a fan favorite, but I can just imagine watching like, MCU villains ranked. I can see her being like quite far down the list. Like people like her, but they could have done more with her. I can't see it them just getting rid of her instantly.
Ooh, do you think Agatha might be in Doctor Strange too?
I can see that happening. I do have the theory on what the end credit scene might be.
What, for WandaVision or Doctor Strange?
For WandaVision. I can see her getting away, and I would love it. Just imagine, right? Just picture this, right? Agatha, it's like the aftermath of a battle, right? And then, because we don't know who this Ralph that she's referring to, right? It could be made up, it could be referring to someone else, right? She goes to this weird dimension or just something, right? And she's like, "Oh, Scarlet Witch, she's so powerful, what do I do?" Or whatever, right? I'm not a writer.
Then Mephisto.
No. I don't think I do Mephisto, and I'll give you a reason why in just a minute. Imagine sitting on like a throne or something. It's Nightmare, who could carry over into Doctor Strange 2, and he's played by Mark Hamill.
That would be amazing if they just get Mark Hamill.
That would be perfect casting. Because right now we don't really know who the villain of Doctor Strange, 2 is. I can see it being Nightmare.
That with Scarlet Witch, but I don't think we're doing that.
It could be. I can see it being Nightmare, to be honest with you. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I'll give you a reason why it's not Mephisto. And this is the exact same reason why Taskmaster's mask has changed. Disney needs to appeal to China because it's one of the biggest markets out there. And
true.
They have a rule for some reason where they don't like imagery of skulls or Satan being used in their media. That's why, because Mephisto is basically just the devil, and I don't think they're going to use him
Yeah.
just yet, and that's why they have to change Taskmaster's mask. So that's why it
The
looks
only way
nothing
I
like
could
a
see
skull.
them using Mephisto is if they completely change what he looks like. But I don't see them doing that.
Yeah, or if they just make him a red being, but don't give him any, like, horns or anything.
Yeah. Just make him like what the fuck was that other guy's name in the X-Men universe? It was like Red Nightcrawler.
Oh, what was his name? Jim. Let's just call him Jim.
Fucking Jim, yeah.
Yeah, Red
Like,
Jim.
I could see him just doing something like that but without the horns.
Yeah.
Just a guy in a suit and he's red.
Or just maybe do a different tail, maybe just, like, less horns, just give him different kind of
Yeah.
horns, make him just a red being, but just, you look at it and be like, okay, that's not the devil, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I can see them doing that.
Why do Disney have that thing with China? I don't get that. Is it just because China's like one of the biggest fucking...
It's one of the
countries
biggest
in the
markets
world?
there is, because
Yeah.
they get so much money from China.
God damn it.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why, because you want to get loads of money from China.
Yeah,
Like-
I understand why, I just don't agree with it.
Yeah, I can't see them being like, oh, we're just going to keep the full-on devil appearance and then just not have our movie be shown in China, so we're not going to get loads of money. That's why I don't think
Yeah.
it's going to be in WandaVision, or they're not going to use Mephisto anytime soon, to be honest with you.
Yeah, China has a weird rule with that.
I know it does.
Yeah.
China's lame. Someone says anything about Winnie
I
the
know,
Pooh,
right?
you get shot instantly.
Winnie the Pooh is like the next MCU villain confirmed.
I would actually not mind that, to be honest with you. But I think
Winnie
they'll
the
have.
Pooh is Mephisto.
I think they might have to get rid of the horns for Winnie the Pooh and like the tail, so
Yeah.
they can have him in China.
Winnie the Pooh is one of the most like demonic, Satan-y characters I've ever seen, man.
That would actually make sense for Doctor Strange to show up in the end. Then, to be honest with you.
What, to fight Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah, to fight Winnie the Pooh. I'm gonna turn you
He wants to
into
he
honey.
wants his honey, man.
That was such a shit Winnie the Pooh impression from me.
I don't even know what the fuck you were doing. It sounded like you were choking on something.
Oh, thanks, Robert. I appreciate
I'm
that.
going to call the fucking ambulance. You're welcome.
The choke cast.
You're very welcome. Choke.
Oh,
Wait, shouldn't China hate Darth Maul then? Because like he's a red guy with horns.
I mean, he's got like black tattoos on his face, so.
Dude, exactly, man, evil.
Oh, another thing, right? I don't know why why we haven't talked about this just yet. Don't even know what that was. Slipped on my words. What's gonna happen with Vision?
No, I like the theory that the one Wanda created, that consciousness is going to go into the White Vision, and then we're going to get Vision back, or they just die.
I think the one that she's created is gonna die because they said that WandaVision is gonna have a really, really sad ending.
Yeah.
But what's gonna happen with White Vision? Because I don't want them to just be like, "Oh, Vision's dead in Infinity War," because that was a crucial scene, and then they just bring him back fully. Because I can do. Do you think White Vision will make it past the finale? I can't see them just having White Vision for one episode.
Okay, I think fucking. Do you know the bully? What's his name? The one Wanda created, the fake Vision. Well, not fake Vision, but like manifested Vision. I think he's gonna somehow combine with White Vision. We'll get normal Vision back. Either that, or I don't know. They're gonna use White Vision and make Ultron again. But I just don't know if they want to use WandaVision to do that.
There is a lot of theories that that Vision is gonna have Ultron's voice, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't see why it would have Ultron's voice.
The main reason people think is because James Spader is on the casting.
Yeah.
But I don't know how accurate that is. Because sometimes they do that and they're just not in the show at all.
Yeah, I
But it would
can't
be
see them.
interesting. Like, I would shit myself if that happens.
Oh my god, right. That would be amazing if it happened, but I'd prefer it if it was just Vision. Like, imagine if, like, Wiccan and Speed are like, "Dad, where have you been?" And he just walks past him like he's just, like, just
They actually
emotionless.
fucking shit to not notice the dad looks completely different.
It would be. Like, that would actually be proper scary if, like, they're just chilling there like, "Daddy, Daddy," and he just glides past him like he just has no just conscious or anything.
I wonder if he'll even have a voice.
I can
Like, I don't see why they'd need him to have one.
I can see them speaking, but not a lot. Like I can just see him just being just like Hayward's puppet, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I wonder if there's any more, which I don't think there is, but it'll be interesting to see if, like, they use it as a template for anything going forward.
I've seen some people say, "Oh, it's the Silver Surfer." It's not the Silver Surfer. That's a different character. What do you think's gonna happen with Monica?
Isn't she going to be in Captain Marvel too?
She is. I forgot.
So I'm wondering if we're going to get herself with that here.
I think
That could be interesting.
how she reacted to Jimmy Woo saying Captain Marvel's name, and she didn't look very happy when she said that.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a thing to come up in that film as well.
I think the plot point for her in Captain Marvel, right, is she's gonna be like, "You never came back after that day. I
Yeah.
haven't seen you in ages," and that's gonna be the conflict for them too. But do you think she's gonna have like full on, like she's gonna join the fight in this one, in the finale?
Ooh. I could see her maybe trying to help, but maybe not using her powers that much, just because she's only just got him.
Yeah. I
So
can't
she
see
really
her
wants to use them.
just like instantly being another Captain Marvel. I can see her doing some bits, but not like flight and shooting
Yeah.
laser beams and everything. I can see her doing something.
I could see her maybe trying to protect the kids.
I can see that.
Maybe
The
trying
last-
to save Wanda at the same time.
The last time we saw her was her and Quicksilver. And just her opening up the basement.
What are they doing? Because they were like up like in the garage for a really long time. I was wondering Agatha in the basement.
It would be cool if like you just see her perspective and her going into the basement and she sees like all the weird books and all that.
And she just runs away.
Yeah, she just she
Shut
takes
up,
one of the
Chris.
books and just leaves. And next time you see, no, she's actually the villain in Doctor Strange 2. She read one of the books and she's like evil.
She just becomes evil now because...
But
Yeah, I don't really know what's going to happen. This show has like... I don't know.
I mean, Matt Shackman did say
Predict.
Matt Shackman said that he hopes people aren't disappointed by the finale because he's read a lot of the fan theories. Like I think he's referring to like the Mephisto, Magneto,
Yeah,
Reed
I mean,
Richards, all that showing
With
up.
that though, that's more about own expectations, not really what the show set off.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense if they just had like Magneto or all that showed up.
Yeah, wouldn't really make any sense.
Oh, here's something
Thinking
else.
of Dottie being someone.
The aerospace engineer that they were talking about, because the actress
Oh, yeah.
for Monica Rambeau said, "Oh, I can't wait for you to see who the aerospace engineer is." And then Matt Shackman
Yeah.
did a interview, I think it was yesterday, and it was just like, "Oh, do we get to know who the aerospace engineer is?" And I think he basically implied that was that random army woman who she met.
Oh. Okay.
They sort of just hyped it up and just, "Oh, it's just a lady."
Unless he's just like covering up to make it more of a surprise whenever we see him.
I can't see myself being like, "Oh, I can't wait to find out who this random engineer is." I can't see myself
Yeah.
doing that. I'm more interested in what's going on with Wanda.
Yeah, same.
Is
Like-
mhm.
Oh no, I was just thinking.
Is there anything
we have
else
anything
we
to
need to like address? I think we've covered like the main things.
What happens to Jimmy Woo after this is over?
Jimmy Woo better get his own solo series.
With Darcy.
Agents of Sword, and it's like an X-Files
Agents of Woo.
spin-off. Agents of Woo. Oh my god, please. And then
Featuring
Ultron's in
Wong.
it. No, what happens is that Jimmy Woo, he gets blasted by Scarlet Witch, right? And he gets like sort of
Oh, no.
Monica Rambeau, Doctor Strange powers, and Jimmy Woo becomes the most
He becomes the
powerful
ultimate
being. He becomes basically the Trigon of the Marvel Universe. He becomes so powerful. And they're gonna
He becomes
retcon it where Jimmy Woo is actually gonna be Dormammu.
This whole time.
Dormammu! You can have that one.
Dormammu.
You can write that down. Dormammu.
This will be the biggest retcon in history.
I'm excited.
But yeah, you know what's this no? I hope we don't listen to the last to see of them. I want to see more of them.
Yeah,
He's a fun character.
I think Marvel's going to be like, people like Jimmy Woo, Monica, and Darcy.
We can make money off him.
Yeah. Oh, also, Darcy, what do you think's going to happen with her?
I think she's going into Love and Thunder next, isn't she? With Thor and all
It
that.
is likely, because the actress said that she has shot her scenes for another Marvel project. If you think about
Yeah,
it,
so I think that's where she's going.
nothing else will make sense apart from Thor, Love and Thunder.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Where would Jimmy pop up there in any of the future movies?
Maybe Ant-Man
He could be in
3?
the next Spider-Man film.
Oh, Secret Invasion. He has to be in Secret Invasion.
Oh, that'd be fun. Imagine him and Nick Fury talking
I'd love that.
to each other.
Right, I want a conversation between Jimmy Woo, Louise, and Korg.
That would be so
Just
fun.
have that
And
as
Darcy.
just a spin-off episode.
Just them talking to each other.
It's just them having a conversation. Like, it's just them
literally
getting to
just
know
like-
each other.
Literally just like recaps the entire MCU up until this point.
What's up, man? I'm Korg. This is Jimmy Woo, and they're just there having a chat. I'd love that so much.
Darcy.
Does he?
Darcy.
Right.
Korg impression, man.
I think that's
It's
it, basically. Did you want to call
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. I ain't got much more to say anyway.
I'm actually really excited to do a full-on big recap of WandaVision.
Yeah.
I'm excited to
fun.
do. It's weird, we're just getting Falcon and Winter Soldier just next month, and then like the month Falcon and the Winter Soldier
Yeah.
finishes, we get Black Widow, and the
We're
moment
getting
Black
a
Widow
Marvel-
finishes,
something Marvel every week.
we're getting something every
cool.
single week except May, but it's fine for May because we're getting Bad Batch like in between them.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
It's literally going to be like the moment Black Widow like leaves Disney Plus or cinemas, we get Bad Batch.
definitely need to do a podcast for Bad Batch whenever that comes out.
Please, oh my god, I have so many things I want to just hope happen in Bad Batch. I'm so excited for that show.
That's going to be
It's going to be
fun watch.
amazing. Right,
Clone Wars Season 8.
it is literally going to be
Bad
Clone
Batch.
Wars Season 8. Well, thank you guys for
Yeah, that's
watching.
gonna be fun.
We really appreciate it, and we'll hope to see you guys in the next one.